100 rated chess. But every bishop wants to be the new pope. You must beat your opponent while there is exactly one bishop left on the board. Disclaimer: this is just a random chess video, it has absolutely no connection to any real-life events. Any similarity to real people, places, or events is purely coincidental. Let's go. We get a 198 from France. e4. e5. Queen f3. Okay, so the plan is very simple. I need 3 bishops die. d6. The best way to reduce the number of bishops is through tradings. d6 opening up my king can encourage him to go bishop b5 check. I'll block with my bishop and we'll have a trade. Bishop c4 instead. Still within my calculation. Bishop e6. Bishop b3. A trade is kinda forced. In a perfect world I would like to meet the challenge's requirements as soon as possible, because I can never know when my opponent is gonna make a random resignation. C takes b3. 2 down, only 1 more to go. Knight c6. Ideally speaking, the one final bishop should be my bishop instead of opponent's, because I can never know what kind of crazy moves my opponent is going to make with his bishop. Therefore our next plan is going to trade our knights with his bishop. Knight h3. Knight d4. Putting the knight on a very convenient square for his bishop to capture in the near future. Queen g4. That blunders a rook, but I cannot care less about that rook that will probably never get developed in this entire game. Knight f6 instead. Another convenient square for his bishop. The only requirement now is for him to develop his bishop. Queen g5. Okay, I should also develop my bishop to at least encourage his bishop to also come out. But moving the bishop now is blundering the g-pawn. h6 first. Queen f5. Aha! That blunders a queen, but there are still too many bishops left on the board. A resignation right now is absolutely unacceptable. Bishop e7 instead. d3. Aha! Finally, he opened up his dark square bishop. And you know what? I have been keeping my knight on d4 to prepare for a potential castle knight e2 forking his king and his bishop. But since he has made it clear that he wants to develop his bishop before castling, I will give him a good reason to choose a square for his bishop. Knight c2 check. I won't take his rook though. There is no need to worry about a resignation. King d1. Knight back on d4. This knight is attacking his trapped queen and has also been a massive annoyance in his territory. The most logical thing to do now is absolutely to prioritize eliminating this knight from existence. Or he can choose to block his own bishop. I shouldn't have removed his castling right. Castle. Knight g5. That blunders a horsey. I mean, no one resigns just because they are down a knight anyway. Right? Of course. Knight takes c4. Brilliant move by the way, but it doesn't even matter that much. At this point the best thing that can happen is that my opponent can just take my bishop with his queen. Sadly he's not a paid actor. But aha! That creates a perfect chance for me. Knight takes f2 check. King e1. Knight takes d3 check. Also forking his bishop on c1. King d1. Knight takes c1. And after all that effort, the challenge's requirement is now met. All we need to do now is to win this game while keeping the final bishop alive. King takes c1. Bishop to g5. Pinning his knight to his king. And I mean, even though now queen takes g5 is immediately ending the video, I mean he should be able to see that my bishop has always been defended by my queen ever since it got developed from the opening phase of the game. Right? Of course. Queen f6. Rook f1. That blunders a rook. Queen d1 is forced. Aha. Now there is a very simple and easy to see checkmate in 21 starting with queen to d3, but sadly I didn't see that during the game. Man, my skills have been very decaying ever since ChatGPT learns how to do math. Queen takes g2 instead. a4. Aha. That weakens the b3 square. Therefore, bishop takes d2. Okay, even though now queen takes d2 is immediately ending the video due to there is no bishop on the board. I mean, he should be able to see that queen takes d2 is obviously blundering knight takes b3 check, which also comes with a humiliating triple fork on his king, his queen and his rook in the corner. Thus just simply moving the king to the corner here is obviously the best move of the position. Right?